And I should be live. I should have started now. Let me see. Let me see. I don't see it. Let me see. I see it. Alright, guys. I'm back. It's been quite a while since I last played this game. I think it's been like a week since I last played. No, it says 5 days ago. I didn't plan to take so long to play this game again. Things just kind of kept on coming up. Things just happened. It is now 10:01. It just turned 10:01 on September 4th. I think the last time I played this was in August, the end of August. All right. Right, last time I ended by getting a massage, so I think Ouya is the only option I can go with right now. I think so, right? So I got a lot of things to talk about, because a lot of stuff has happened since the last time I played. Now, for starters, let me mention this. I'm playing this on a Sunday night. Now, I usually don't do that. I usually don't play anything on Sunday nights, because it's Walking Dead night. Well, I missed tonight's Walking Dead episode, because tonight I went out for dinner. And I went out to dinner with my grandpa. You know, the one who's at this moment still alive. The one on my dad's side.
Hey!
It's like mooncake time, I guess. So we all went out for dinner.
Is this weather a result of climate change?
And it's not only my family who went out. My sister's boyfriend came as well, and a couple of my dad's friends. You guys remember a while ago when I talked about my dad's birthday, and I asked the boyfriend if this was awkward because he didn't know anyone there, and I mentioned how I had supposed plot armor because I actually knew the people going, so it wasn't awkward for me. But I can only imagine his position and how weird it'd be. Well, this is plot armor at its finest. Because not only this time was my dad's friends there dining with us, it was my grandpa as well.
Well then.
So not only were there people he didn't know who were friends of his girlfriend's dad's. Did I say that right? But he now also has to meet the girlfriend's dad's dad. And I got the plot armor because I know these people, but he doesn't, so I can only imagine how awkward it is for him. Hey, fellas out there, salute this brother of ours. Anyways, there goes my dogs. So let me talk about what's been going on in my life the past couple days. First of all, today, the day I'm playing this, I caught in Legends Arceus a shiny Pachirisu. I didn't hear the sound effect for this one. And then I got a shiny Croagunk. This is my 4th shiny Croagunk in the game. And with that Croagunk, I now have 4 full boxes of shinies. And then after that, I got a shiny Roselia, Electabuzz, and Cleffa. But wait, that's not all the shinies I got today. I also got a shiny Mareep in Pokemon Go right before dinner. I actually got that on my way to go pick up my grandpa. Alright, now that we got the light topics out the way, let me, well, actually, before I start with the bigger topics, I cannot believe we're still not done with this part of the game. The entire arc of the game, the storyline, including Futaba, I can't believe that's still not done yet. Don't forget, folks, we haven't dealt with Medjed yet. Alright, let me talk about a couple things, a couple of the big things that's been happening in my life the past couple days. So let me see if I got this date right. Today is September 4th, the day I'm playing this. I believe this happened on... God, when did this happen? Please don't play Desire. Okay, it didn't. Crap, I don't remember what day this happened on. I believe this happened on... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe this happened... before I forget, one more thing. So the last time I played this game, like literally the moment I was playing this game last time, Kane Pixels shadow dropped a new video titled I Remember. And if I got the timing right, he posted around like 11 p.m. my time, and because I start around 10, literally like the 1 hour mark of the last time I played this, that's when Kane Pixel shadow dropped that video. So that's kind of neat to point out. Anyways, or at least 11 p.m. my time. Alright, so I believe this happened. Oh god, this song again. I gotta mute this for a sec, hold on. Sorry about that. Alright, so back to it. I believe this happened on August 31st, because I believe the last time I played this game was on August 30th. And I remember the next day I decided not to play anything, to take it off, because I needed to catch up on doing some working out. So this happened on August 31st. So that night, you know, I was working out, I was getting ready to... Well, I was doing the entire workout. Arms, legs, and then hit the treadmill. I was basically doing a full body workout that night. So I did my legs first because I don't want to do legs and then treadmill back to back. So I did legs, and then I went up to my room where I have weights and stuff to do my arms and upper body. So here's what happened. So I have this this exercise equipment that's to help you for sit-ups. Now, at first, I called it crunches. I didn't even know there was a difference between crunches and sit-ups. I always called what I was doing with that thing crunches, but turns out that thing's for sit-ups. So I was using this equipment to do sit-ups. You're as charming as you are. There was no as twice in that sentence. So I was using my workout equipment to do sit-ups. Now this equipment, this piece of equipment, you know, you lie down. Wait, no. You sit on it and you basically do your sit-ups. And the springs for the backboard, you know, they're supposed to help you come back up whenever you do a sit-up. Now, I had a lot of people ask me, why do you need to use that? You know, just do sit-ups normally. And well,
Give me some news.
when I do sit-ups, I can't get back up, okay? I'm not good at working out, so I need all the help I can get. So I need to use some sort of equipment to help me do sit-ups. Laugh it all out. Yeah, it's hilarious. He can't do sit-ups. Hilarious, haha. Well, here's what happened. And there's no way I could have expected this to happen. As I was doing it, or using it, as I was doing the sit-ups on that thing, out of nowhere, I heard a really loud pop noise. You know, I turned my head to look at what happened. The damn piece of equipment broke, and then I looked on my side. I looked at my waist, and I noticed there was an enormous cut on the side of my waist. Like it started bleeding, like a lot too. See, what had happened was the spring that was supposed to connect the two parts of the piece of equipment in order to help you get back up, it's not like that thing disconnected and just flew off. The metal snapped off. The metal broke apart. And the sharp metal rigid parts is what sliced me open. So, you know, I was working out there. I heard this loud noise. I looked to my side and I noticed I'm bleeding a lot on my side. On like my bottom left waist, I had a massive, well, not massive, I had a pretty bad cut there. So I immediately had to get up, go to my bathroom, grab some toilet paper and just cover the wound. Now, so this cut, let me just say, I almost passed out. I almost passed out. I almost threw up from seeing it. You know, I nearly passed up and threw out. While this cut wasn't big, it was not a big cut at all. It was, the cut in length is like no longer than a fingernail length, but the cut was really deep. And I mean really deep. You know, now I have a cut on my side. All I have to do is stay away from Morgan Jones because I don't want him to reach in and rip out my intestines. But, you know, all jokes aside, I really almost passed out.
Yo.
Now, listen. I don't think it was all the blood that made me queasy and nearly faint. I think it was the shock factor of the idea of just how deep of a cut I got. And in such a hard to reach place as well. You know, it's not like I got a really deep cut on like my arm or my leg. No, I got it on the side of my waist. And to this day, like right now as I'm playing this, I still have that cut. And it is going to leave quite a nasty scar. So, you know, I didn't tell any of my family because, you know, I'm a grown man. I can handle a cut. Let it be, you know, a rather deep cut. Well, my family found out anyways. So yeah, I don't think I was queasy from the blood coming out. I'm pretty sure it was the factor that it was such an enormous cut. Anyways, I can go with Yusuke or Makoto. Confidant. 6 and 4. You know what? Let's balance that out a bit. Yusuke, I keep blowing you off. Pause. And here's the thing. That piece of metal that broke off, and you know, the when it ricocheted back from flying off from where it broke, technically that one swing of rigid metal that cut me, that one swing technically cut me twice. Only one cut was way deeper than the other. You know, one swing, it cut me really deep, and then it kind of didn't cut me in the middle. And then it continued to cut me. The second cut, not as deep. It's not deep at all. It's kind of like well, it's kind of like if I just got a normal cut. This one's way longer. It's like a finger length of a cut, but it was not deep at all. It was the first one that was a fingernail length long, that was a really deep cut. So, you know, it's kind of hard for me to, like, move around and walk because of this really deep cut I have on my side. I also haven't been able to properly work out since then, because I don't want to move my body too much and risk the wound opening up and, you know, like, not healing not healing properly, or taking longer than healed than necessary. So I want to let this completely heal before I get back to working out. Which, by the way, now I have a new paranoia. Now I got something new to be paranoid about when working out, because I didn't really consider this back then. Is that I could honestly get injured when working out. I knew about stuff like when you're pumping the bar, it could fall down and crush your neck. I'm not saying I had that similar thing happen, but that's exactly what I'm saying. But it didn't happen that way. Half of the bar was propped up. I guess I didn't pay attention. The other side wasn't properly stable, so half of the bar fell, and it hit me in the face. Thankfully, nothing happened. That's why you have a spotter. I know. But you know, none of my family would be willing to, like, stand behind me for like 20 reps. Listen, I don't do that much exercise, okay? I just do what I do, and I just call it a day. But yeah, half the bar fell on my face once. Actually, like maybe a month or two ago. But nothing really happened. You know, I didn't get cut on my face, didn't get a bruise, nothing. But yeah, that's what happened to me a couple days ago. I have a really deep cut on my side. I gotta say, for what it's worth, it's at least healing up decently. I told my friends this. One of my friends suggested... Okay, let me first just say this. It's a shame how small this cut is. Because, well, that sounds weird to say, but if this cut was bigger, it could have used stitches. But this cut was too small for stitches. So all I could do was try my best to, you know, clean it up and let it heal on its own. It's gonna leave one hell of a scar though, but hey, unfortunate. But yeah, this cut was too small for stitches.
No.
If it was bigger, it would definitely need stitches. You know, I feel like the doctors would even laugh at me if I showed up at the hospital, you know, having fainted due to a cut that's what, 3 centimeters long. Even the doctors would laugh at me. But yeah, I told my friends this. One of them said, or rather suggested this. You know, instead of what I've been doing, which is putting some polysporin on it, and then just putting a band-aid over it, my friend suggested I use gauze, and then I just duct tape over it. Well, not duct tape, but like medical tape. He said duct tape, but he was joking. But yeah, I use gauze, and I use medical tape, which, you know, I don't have. I don't have gauze, so this is the best I can do. Just put polysporin heal faster on it, and put a band-aid over it. So that's what one friend suggested, and then another friend suggested the same thing. And this friend of mine is in paramedics, so I trust his word on it. So, you know, folks, when you get injuries like this, don't hesitate to clean the wound. Because what I had to do after, you know, I used toilet paper to stop the bleeding, was I had to, you know, spray some rubbing alcohol on it to clean the wound. Did that hurt like a bitch? Absolutely, but I still had to do it. Don't hesitate, just do it. Because that's that good type of pain. That good type of pain to get rid of any sort of bacteria. Because let me tell you, it'll hurt much worse if it gets infected. Thankfully, it hasn't gotten infected. Thank God. But you know what? You know, this is the type of positivity I don't have in my life. Well, I think that came out wrong, but whatever. Because eventually, when my family did find out, my mom and sister took a look at the wound, and you know, first of all, they were like, "It's no big deal," you know. Well, this is before. they bought me... I'm so terrible at explaining things. They found out. They bought me a bottle of spray-on Band-Aid. But before I used the spray-on Band-Aid, they took a look at what the wound was, what the cut was. And, you know, first of all, my family was like, okay, clean it, and then I'll help you spray on it. And then after that, you know, they laughed at how fat I am. And then they laughed at, you know, they were laughing like, you know, it's a small wound, you'll live. You know, the women in my life, my mom and sister, that's how they reacted. You know, I really appreciate the concern. You know, the only person who was truly concerned was my dad. Anytime my dad finds out someone in the family got injured, he goes into panic mode, like, what happened? Are you okay? Let me see what's wrong. Not my mom and sister though, they laugh it off. They're just like, huh, that's a very small cut. What are you crying about?
I'm in your debt.
Do I do that? I'd have to check tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I have to double check that. I'm not sure about green. You know, if they laughed at, you know,
All right.
the supposed small little injury, which they just scoff it off. You know, it's a very good thing I left out the whole almost fainted part, because wow, they would not let me lift that down.
See you.
And you know what? It's really hard to sleep with this sleep with this as well, especially when I first got the cut. Like I said, what I've been doing is I've been applying polysporin on it, and I've been putting a Band-Aid over it. That way my shirt doesn't like wipe off all the medical ointment. That way with the Band-Aid over, it would have constant contact with the medical ointment 24/7, or at least how long the Band-Aid lasts. So, you know, and like I said, because it's such a deep cut, the skin kind of, you know, separates. And that's why you have stitches, but it's too small for stitches. So I had to try my best to, after I put on the ointment, I had to try my best to like tightly put on the Band-Aid. That way the two flaps of skin kind of come together and kind of, you know, scab up close together. To, well, try as I may, any effort is futile, because no matter what I do, this is going to leave a huge scar. So yeah, not only was it a very painful cut to sleep with, it was also a really tightly wrapped Band-Aid. Or not wrapped, a really tightly applied Band-Aid. So yeah, that's not very comfortable to sleep with, especially when it's on your side.
Man, it's hot.
You know, when you cannot do something, it makes you want to do it more. I can't sleep on my left side because of this. It made me want to sleep on that side even more. Oya and Mishima. Well, how high is Mishima? It's been a while since we've hung with Mishima. He's 5. Mishima was Moon. Do I have a Moon? I do not. What don't I need right now? Who was Star again? Let me see what I can get rid of. Well, I think I can get rid of Faith, can't I? Yeah, she's Faith. I'm not gonna be hanging with her for a while. At least not to build confidence. Or building ranking. So let me get rid of Faith and get myself a Moon. So that's what happened a couple days ago. You know, I made the wrong call. I made a bad Nexus event where instead of streaming and playing something, I decided to work out, which resulted in this pretty significant injury. At least in my eyes. It's not significant at all, really.
You certainly seem composed.
Wait, I didn't even get rid of the persona yet.
What?
Ah!
It is time, inmate.
I mean, hey, if I didn't do it, it was gonna happen sooner or later, because I was gonna use that piece of equipment again, and it was just gonna break all the same. It was only a matter of time. I guess that damn thing couldn't handle my weight. Because, you know, it just broke. It completely broke. Whoops. What am I doing? You know, it didn't fall apart. It just flat out broke. Am I that heavy?
You'd like to read the compendium?
Am I just that freaking heavy where I can rip apart metal with my weight? If I've been working out this long, and I'm still that heavy, I'm wasting my goddamn time. I'm looking for Moon. I think I long passed Moon. Oh, never mind. Here it is.
Is this what you want?
What level am I? I'm level 40. What's Mothman got? Well, I'll take this. It has more attacking moves.
Then accept this persona. Done already? What?
You know what actually feels nice not having to worry about working out for a bit? I know, right? My lazy ass saying it's great not working out for a while. But unfortunately, something I've come to realize is that sometimes when I don't work out for too long, I get this weird tingly feeling in my like left shoulder area. I guess there's too much fat in my system. Too much fat clogged in my veins. The blood is having a hard time circulating. So if I don't work it out, then the tubes gets constricted and the blood can't flow. There's too much lard stuck in there. I'm making that up. I don't know if that's the case. But how am I supposed to tell that to a doctor? You know? I get this weird tingly feeling in my shoulder. I can't explain it. I also don't know what's causing it. Can you point to the area? No, I really can't, because it's kind of like all over here. So that's like the first major topic I wanted to talk about. You know, this very, very deep cut I have on my side. Oh, I should also mention this. Remember that skin condition I told you about? That dermatographia? Whatever it's called? Well, every time I peel off the band-aid, that ignites a rash. You know, because with this skin condition, any sort of pressure applied to your skin raises up and it itches a lot. So when I peel off the band-aid, the pressure from, you know, peeling off the band-aid makes that area itch and swell up. And, you know, I can't scratch around that area, and I can't do what I've been normally doing, which is just using like a hairdryer to apply heat to get rid of the itching. So I just have to endure it and wait until the itching passes. Because it doesn't go away if you scratch the itch. You just have to not scratch it and wait for it to go away. If you scratch it, it just doesn't go away. It just keeps on itching. You know, it's actually a reason I got woken up last night. I got an itch on my shoulder, and I had to get up to deal with it, because I just couldn't fall back asleep because of it. And speaking of last night, I'll talk about that too, because that's the next topic I'm going to talk about.
What do you think?
So yesterday on September 3rd, I went out. Now, let me first say this. I will hold my hands in the air, and I will allow you guys to call me this, okay? I am a hypocrite. I will hold my hands up in the air, and I will admit it here. I am a hypocrite. Let me explain what happened.
All right.
What happened to the music? Oh. So yesterday, me and a group of friends, we went to something called CNE. It's an event here in Canada that lasts for a couple weeks at the end of summer. It's kind of like a big street fair event. There's a bunch of rides, games, a big area to shop in. It's kind of like that for the end of summer. So I'm a hypocrite because in the past, I've said so many times, my friends don't invite me to shit. They never invite me out to anywhere. And this one time, my friends did invite me out to this event. I did have my regrets of going. Let me explain why. My friends, you know, whenever they do stuff like they go out for dinner, they go hang out, they do all this fun stuff, they never invite me. They never even tell me about it. And then, you know, I get pinned as the villain, the super villain of the story, because I'm extra salty that I wasn't invited. Once again, their philosophy is, I need to find out on my own, and I need to ask them, hey, I hear you're doing something. Can I join? Let me drink some water. Now, the only things that my friends actually have invited me to is a walk in the freaking park in the summer heat, where they roasted the hell out of me for not knowing my directions, and they invited me to this. Now, you might be asking, what's wrong with them inviting you to this street fair event? Well, let me explain. They wanted to get there bright and early. They did not want to wait in line for the rides. And this event opens at 10 a.m. So, and also, none of them wanted to drive there. So I had to wake up at 7 a.m. to go hang with these guys and take public transport or transit. Now, in the past, whenever I went to this event, my family would just drive there, and then we would just drive back. Excuse me. And we would do this in the afternoon, not 7 in the morning. Well, the only person I can go with is Yusuke. So, you know, these guys, they do dinners, they do get-togethers, and I'm not invited. The things they do invite me out to
By the way,
is a hot walk in the park, and something I gotta wake up at 7 in the morning to take public transport for. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking public transportation. I just don't do it in my life. You know, my family, we have cars. We prefer to drive ourselves to places. So my family doesn't really know how to use public transportation. We don't know bus routes. We don't know subway lines. We don't know none of that.
yes.
So my friends roast the hell out of me for never knowing how to take the public bus, never knowing how to take underground subways. They roast the hell out of me for not knowing that stuff. And also, I would prefer not going on public transportation because, well, frankly, it's dirty. It's public transportation. Yusuke, let's go get some food.
Let us go.
So I had to wake up at 7 in the morning for my friend to come pick me up at around like 8:30 in the morning. You know, thank you to him because he was actually willing to come pick me up. Because I'm in the complete opposite direction of where the subway station we went to was.
See you later.
So he had to come to my place, get me, go all the way back past his place, and go even further to get to the subway.
Rain.
Well, actually, here's what happened first. He came to pick me up. It was dead silent in the car. Because my friend, his dad was also in the car. Because someone had to drive the car back home. It was dead silent in the car. Like the radio, he told me the radio was broken. So it was dead silent. And I didn't want to make conversation with him, with my friend who was driving. Because I didn't want his dad to be like, don't distract him while he's driving. So it was dead silent in the car ride. So what we first did... So I went with 3 other friends. One friend came to pick me up. The other 2 we were meeting on the way. So I got picked up.
It sounds like everyone's starting to get anxious. But considering how fast the days are closing in, the best thing we can do for now is stay calm.
I got picked up. What we first did was we went to a McDonald's so the 4 of us could meet up. And then, from there, we would take a public bus to go to a subway station. And that subway station was like about a half-hour bus ride away. So there I was, like, almost 9:30 in the morning at a public McDonald's about to get on the public bus. And I never do that, so I'm thinking, what am I doing with my life? What life decisions has brought me here? So just Hifumi? Hifumi it is. And because I got up at 7 in the morning, and I was about to go to a freaking
What a
street fair type of thing, I knew I was going to be tired all day. So I was planning to get a coffee at McDonald's, which I never do, because I don't drink coffee. It's too bitter for me. Now, my very generous friend, he actually, treated me and one other friend to a coffee. We actually got iced coffees.
I look forward to it.
It's still summer drink days. It was $1 for the coffee, and he said he just got paid, so he treated us to iced coffees. I drank the whole thing despite not really liking coffee, because, I knew I needed the caffeine for the whole day. Oh, I should also mention this, too. The stuff I brought in preparation for this. Because the event is mostly outdoors, I had to get a bag, and I
Thank you.
had to bring sunscreen. So I brought a bag to bring everything I could have needed. So because I got that cut on my side, because that happened before this, I brought extra polysporin, I brought extra band-aids, and the spray-on band-aid, just in case. I brought wet wipes, in case I need to clean the area and then apply more ointment. And also just for sanitary reasons. I brought... I brought 3 water bottles because I knew it's summertime, I'm going to be outdoors most of the day, I'm going to need to stay hydrated. So I brought 2 water bottles that were the disposable plastic ones. And then I brought one of my own, a reusable bottle, but this I filled with bubble tea. Why? Because I knew I would need the sugar, caffeine, and energy after the coffee has worn off. So I brought my own water bottle that was filled with bubble tea. So all in all, I had 3 bottles in the bag. I think my voice just cracked. I didn't bring anything that I did not want to risk losing. So I did not bring my Nintendo Switch, none of that stuff. Not my laptop, I didn't bring none of that. I brought, the band-aids, the cleaning stuff, my water bottles. Of course, I needed my house key because I had to lock the door behind me. I brought my wallet, of course, and I had my phone. And just in case, I brought my phone charger, my phone cord, just in case. I charged my phone until like 98% before I left the house, and when I got back home, it was like 4%, because I was playing Pokemon Go. So I didn't want to bring too big a bag, but I did need a bag big enough to fit 3 bottles. And let me tell you, I did need those 3 bottles. So I didn't want to bring my backpack to carry around in the summer heat all day.
Yes.
I also didn't... So one of those like man purses? I don't know what they're called. It's like a little bag, a little burlap sack that you just put over your shoulder and it hangs on your side. Well, my dad gave me one of those, but it was too small to fit even 1 bottle. So I asked him, do you have a bigger one? My dad went to the basement. He grabbed me a big one, but this one was old. I don't know how old, but it was so old. All the leather on it was just falling apart. So throughout the entire day,
seems-
my bag was just shedding leather. All the leather was coming off of this bag. Everything I put into the bag throughout the day and at the end of the day was just covered in a layer of leather. Throughout the whole day, as I was walking, whenever I would take my bag off, leather, you know, little debris was falling everywhere. You know, anything in my bag, anytime I took it out, it basically looked like it was covered in soot. But instead of soot, it was leather. You know, my white phone cord came out black because it was completely covered. My bottle of sunscreen was completely covered. All my stuff was covered. I also had to bring some loose change just in case, you know, bus fare. And I brought way more than necessary. I think bus fare was like $3.25. I just reached into my jars and I just grabbed a handful of $2, $1, and quarters. Because remember, my American viewers, if anyone even is watching from America, here in Canada, we don't have dollar bills. We have dollar coins and $2 coins. So I just had a whole pocket of loose change with me. I put it in the pocket of one of the pockets of the bags. Excuse me. Ugh. So there I was, maybe 9:30 in the morning, getting on the public bus, a dirty public bus. No offense to anyone who takes public transit. It's just in my life, in my experience, I don't take public transportation, and I never really have, for any reasons aside from special occasions like this. My family always drove to places. So, like I said, we don't know how to use public transportation. So, maybe half an hour later on the bus, we arrived at the subway station. So we got on the subway. It was maybe another half an hour-ish of a subway ride. And then by the time we got there, we got to where the event was, we had to get on the... What the hell were they called again? We had to transfer to another type of subway. It's a type of subway cars that not only go underground, but above ground and also into the streets as well. I think it's called a city car? Whatever. And then that took us to this event, which is called CNE. I believe it stands for Canadian National Exhibit. So there we were, all day in the hot summer sun. And like I said, I went with 3 other friends. One friend and I, we don't go on rides. Cause you guys know me, I don't fucks with rides. I don't do heights, and I don't do fast speeds. You know, the paranoid side of myself is too worried, like what if this thing breaks while I'm on it and I just plunge to my death. So me and one friend did not go on any rides, but 2 other friends did. And because rides are different from the street games, you need like a special band around your wrist to get on rides, or you can purchase tickets. The band is for like an all-day access to any rides you want. Excuse me. And you can purchase individual tickets. For example, like a Ferris wheel. I didn't go on the Ferris wheel. I never have been on any Ferris wheel in my life. For example, say the Ferris wheel requires 8 tickets. You would hand them 8 and, well, however many tickets you have left. So you can purchase tickets individually, and each ride takes a different amount of tickets. Or you can purchase the all-day pass that you wrap around your wrist, and, well, you can go on as many rides as you want, as many times as you want throughout the day. And that's what my friends did. They actually didn't do that before lining up, so they had to go and get them. And then me and the friend who did not go on any rides, I suggested, hey, why don't we save them the spot in the line, so that when they come back with their bands, which they for some reason forgot to get, they'd be a lot more ahead in line. So that's what we did. We held their spot in line until they got back. What else happened? So me and two other friends, so three out of four of us, we had sunglasses because, you know, we were outdoors all day in the hot summer heat. So we were fine, but one friend forgot to bring sunglasses, so oops, too bad for him.
All right.
We were supposed to have a fourth friend come with us, so it was meant to be 5 of us, but he decided to not come at the very end because the forecast said it could rain later in the day, so he didn't come. Which, you know, throughout the day we were mocking him over messages like, hey, it's super rainy over here, look at all the clouds, when it was clear sun and sky. But actually, later on in the day, it did indeed rain. So we were mocking him throughout the whole day for not coming, when later on in the day it did start raining. Let me think. So, 2 friends were waiting in line to get on that one ride. Me and my other friend, who didn't, we walked around, played some games. My sister, who went to this event previously, like maybe a week or 2 earlier than me and my friends did, she told me that there was a stuffed animal duck she wanted, but she didn't win one when she went because supposedly there was a huge line. There was too big a line and she didn't want to do it, so she asked me to win it. So I had a mission for the day that was win my sister a duck. I had another mission of the day because it's only at this event do they sell candles that my mom really likes, and it's only at this event, and only the candles. It's only these candles that my mom likes. So I had 2 missions for the day. Get my sister a duck and buy my mom some more candles. And let me tell you, those candles do smell good. I'll skip to the end, but by the time I got to where the candles are, all of them have been sold except for the pretty nasty smelling ones. Nasty smelling in my opinion. And most of them that were labeled baby powder. It's the role I've always hoped for. Now, when I say the candles smell terrible, I mean they really smelled strong. Some of them were labeled like strawberry kiwi. It was way too pungent. Something was labeled like chocolate something. There were other stuff that were... most of it smelled pretty bad.
Ah, you're back.
So I only bought my mom one candle that smelled the most decent. It was $10 a candle, or 3 candles for $25. I only bought the one because all the other ones smelled terrible. You know, my mom usually likes the nice scented ones like lavender or vanilla, but all of those were sold out by the time I got there. Now, why didn't my sister buy them when she went to this event? You know, where there would literally be stocked. My sister said she doesn't know which one smells good, so she didn't buy any. When, you know, you could literally just smell them for yourself and see for yourself which one smells good.
Hey!
Oh, wait, do I have to do mementos before I can go with her? Yes, I can. So mementos would be later on.
Okay.
Maybe after this.
Damn it.
So I also had a mission of my own. During this event, there's a huge there's a huge shopping area that normally has one gaming little shop. Now don't forget, folks, these sorts of events, the prices are always jacked up. So I have a pet cat. The prices are always jacked up sky high. So any sort of stuff that this little gaming shop sold, the prices were ludicrous. And I remember one year, you know, many years ago when I went to this, what I bought there was the gold Mega Man amiibo, you know, completely sealed with game and everything. I bought that for $100 clean.
Shit.
So, you know, it's events like these that have the good amiibos, the rare ones, but the prices are outlandish. So I had to go to that, and I had to see, do they have any amiibos this time that I don't have? Now, I almost thought I saw a female Corrin amiibo, but no, it was a male, and I already have that. But what I did see was I saw a Toon Link and Zelda double pack sealed in a display case. And I asked the guy how much for that. He said $150. So I was walking around with the friend who doesn't go on rides. I told him, first of all, I was going to walk around and think about it first. And then I told him out loud, let me look up the prices of how much it goes for online. And I think the guy behind the counter heard me. And you know, I don't like it when customers come into my store and says that same line as well. I have a lot of customers come into my store, complain about the price, be like, can I look up on the internet, like, how much this goes for? You know, I can't exactly say no. Like, what am I gonna do? Say no and it's like, okay, now I won't. But you gotta understand, this is different. Amiibos, when they, you know, the resale price is insane. So I wanted to see, like, how much does it go for on eBay? I looked up on eBay, the prices were like $180, $200. So it was around that area. And the dude said 150. So I thought, you know what? That's honestly not that bad. 150 is a lot less, not a lot less, is indeed less than what it goes for on like eBay. You know, by like 10, 20, 30 bucks, but it's still better than nothing. And, you know, I don't have to pay for shipping. I don't have to wait for shipping. I can just pay a less price and get it right now. So I turned around and I went and got it. Now, I should have expected this part. I really should have. But the dude said 150. And then I didn't think about the fact that, you know, tax would be included. Which I probably should have.
Sorry.
I should have thought about that. So $150 plus tax came to $169. Nice. $169.50. And I still paid for it. Because that is still less than how much it goes for online. So I bought a Link and Zelda... Wait, a Wind Waker Link and Zelda double pack amiibo. Still sealed for $169.50. And like I mentioned earlier, because I brought so much loose change for bus fares, I was able to pay that amount exactly to the dollar. To the cent. So, you know, I had a $100 bill. I think I gave a $100 bill, $20, and I gave him 4 10s. So I counted in front of him. I'm like 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then he said 69. So I gave him a 5. So I literally, and I gave him coins too. I'm like 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 25, 50. So $169.50. And then he said to me, I love the fact that you just gave me perfect change, the exact change. Oh my god, it's Sumire. Yeah, but, you know, I don't need to hang with her again if Yusuke's up.
I should write something.
You know what? Bros before hoes, so let's do it. You and me, Yusuke. Yusuke and me.
By the way,
So I got my mission complete, and that was get amiibos that I didn't have.
I'm in your debt.
Now, I guess I picked a bad day to go to this event,
Yes.
because literally as I was there, my friend sent me a picture on Snapchat of 3 new amiibos that were released that day. And what amiibos were released that day? It was the 3 Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak amiibos, which I shit you not, literally as I'm playing this, they are right in front of me. I bought them. Well, technically, because I was at this event and I couldn't go to get them myself, I called my sister who was at work. I asked her like, hey, are you going out for dinner after work? Would you by chance be able to help me stop by GameStop and pick these up for me? And my sister's boyfriend, he works in a mall that has a GameStop. The mall I work at doesn't. So he works there. He works next to one. So she asked him to go to GameStop and help me pick these up. And he did. So now I have these 3 amiibos in front of me. Excuse me. So let me think. This is a good time to be an amiibo fanatic. My Splatoon amiibos came in the mail, I think last week. I got the Link and Zelda Double Pack amiibo, I think yesterday from me playing this. Yeah, it was yesterday. Today I got my hands on these 3 amiibos, and I believe this coming Friday, from when I'm playing this, the Steve and Alex amiibos come out, and I have those pre-ordered. So those will be showing up in the mail too. So this is literally the most amount of amiibos that have came out in a long time, and that I've gotten in a long time. Ooh, my geekiness is happy, but my wallet is certainly not. 170 bucks for 2 amiibos, sealed. But hey, it was still a better deal than if I were to buy it on eBay. And you know, this event had weird food advertised as well. There was a mac and cheese pizza. There was a mac and cheese lemonade. There was ketchup and mustard flavored ice cream. I wanted to try them all. I really did. But while I was there, the only thing I could find was the mac and cheese pizza. And let me tell you, not only did it cost me $24, it was very much not worth it. I basically knew what I was expecting, but I still wanted to try it anyways. Hell, I can make it myself. Mac and cheese pizza. I still wanted to try it though. And you know, it wasn't anything special. It's exactly what you would imagine. It's just cheese on top of a cheese pizza. I don't know what I was expecting. Well, actually I do. I knew exactly what I was expecting. Just mac and cheese on top of a pizza. But I still wanted to try it. You know, the pictures used to advertise it had a lot more mac and cheese on it. What I got was literally just a couple of mac and cheese pieces just sprinkled on top. $24. $24 for a pizza that was, I guess, maybe like a medium size you would buy at any other pizza place. Was it worth it? Hell no. Was the experience worth it? Probably not. But at least I can say I tried the mac and cheese pizza. I tried stone baked. It was actually wood oven baked. They baked it for you, not exactly on the spot. The one I got came out pretty quick. I think the one I got was already done and just waiting to be purchased. But yeah, it is still freshly made though. You know, they make the dough themselves. They slather the sauce and cheese. That's why it's so expensive? Yeah. Wood baked oven. God, I would love to have I would love to have myself a wood oven. And then, you know, this was pretty stupid of me to do, but I did it anyways. Not only did I have, like, a medium pizza in my hands, and I had to walk across a big crowd and make sure I don't drop the pizza, my big brain move, and what I did, was I went next to where they sold the pizza, and I bought a jumbo corn dog. Because I like corn dogs, and I wanted a corn dog. I spent $12 on a jumbo corn dog. And there I was, walking across a big tidal wave of a crowd. A flood of people with a medium pizza in my hand and a jumbo corn dog with a little container of ketchup to dip. Now keep in mind, this event did not give me, you know, a pizza box. A box that, you know, can close. They gave me half of a box. So it did not close. It was only big enough for a pizza to sit on and for you to hold. There was no cover. So I had to walk across a big crowd, making sure I don't bump into anyone and get them completely dirty. I had to make sure I didn't accidentally drop all the food I spent $24 plus $12 to get. There are these small ovens that can bake maybe one pizza, but they can get super hot, and it's similar to a wood oven. No, I want a wood oven. Let me also set context. There's a building literally called the Food Building. I don't even need to explain this. It's a building simply dedicated for food. There are so many food shops there that you could buy from, but the place I bought the pizza was not in there. It was actually a good distance away from it. And because my friends, you know, they sat down, we all sat down in the building. They went out to order their food. We went in groups. It was only 4 of us, but still. You know, because table spaces is first come, first serve. When someone leaves, you sit down at the space and claim it for yourself. So 2 of us sat there while the other 2 went to order food. Those 2 came back, me and my other friend, we went out to get food. So I had to go out of the building.
This is a problem.
And go quite a distance away and get my pizza and walk all the way back to the building. So there I was outside with a pizza in my hand and a corn dog and a huge crowd of people, which I had to get across. I had to get through a big crowd to get back to the building, find my seat, sit down, all without dropping anything or bumping into anyone. At least I accomplished that, you know? Mission successful there. Gotta get some wood. Pause. But yep, they had a lot of wood there too.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of wood, but lots of wood indeed. So that's what I got for food. I got the mac and cheese pizza and a jumbo corn dog. I didn't finish either of them, because, you know, I didn't expect myself to finish an entire pizza anyways. Plus like a 12-inch corn dog. Even despite even sharing with my friends. So what I did was you know, even if you asked them, they would not exactly be willing to give you any to-go boxes. So I had to pull out a genuine big brain move. So the plates that they serve you on, my friends, they got 2 clean plates. So here's what I did. I put the pizza onto a plate and the corn dog. I covered it with the other plate. At first, my stupid ass was thinking, maybe if I take what was essentially one chopstick, you know, one chopstick that was used to be the stick for the corn dog, if I take that, and I just stab it through the 2 paper plates, that way to prevent the 2 plates from, you know, falling apart and me wasting all this food.
Oh.
What if I did that? So that was my first plan. My second plan was a lot smarter. The amiibos I spent $170 on came in a bag. So what I thought was, if I take those amiibos out, I put them in the pouch I have. I use that bag to put my two plate covered food, and I tie the bag. The food can't escape. I won't waste the food, and that's what I did. The only downside is the amiibos that were still in the box, they were sitting in my bag all day, and like I said, that bag was shedding leather. Was shedding leather all day, so the box was covered in a black layer. Where did I go again? I went to CNE. What else happened that day?
I'm in your debt.
Oh, something new that was added this year. So normally there's a big ass building that is the shopping center. It's in Soar. It's in Soar. I mixed together inside and indoors. I said in Soar.
All right.
So it's indoors, and let me tell you, the AC was on point.
Shall we return home?
Especially after you come out. Wait, you come in, out from the blistering heat. There was also this one shop that was cutting boards, complete with designs. One of them was I Was Groot. There was one of Batman with a chef's apron. There was Baby Yoda. There was one with a bunch of, fictional killers like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Leatherface, Ghostface. I saw two that goddamn did I want. There were two Zelda ones. One of them just had the Triforce and the Hylian crest. The other one was a genuine piece of artwork with all Zelda characters. I took a picture of it. I really wish I could show the picture here. But yeah, I wish I got myself a Zelda cutting board, but that's besides the point. So this shopping center this time added or implemented an entire section dedicated to gamers. There was an entire portion of the open space completely filled with some of the best PCs possible, and you can line up to play around. You can play a round of Fall Guys, Valorant, League of Legends. What me and my 3 other friends did was we lined up, we sat down, and we played a game of Valorant. We got out the house, got some fresh air, some sunlight, only just to go back inside and play a game of Valorant. Now, because this was a public event, there weren't exactly headphones for you to use, so we couldn't hear anything in-game. Wow, absolutely no one for me to go with. How does it feel to actually be able to see the game, not a slideshow? The experience would be completed with sound. There's no one I can go with right now. So I don't really have anything to do. The only thing I could think of is batting cages, but I don't get prizes at night. Yo, give me a suggestion. What should I do? There was also a section like for little drone RC cars, like RC car battles. I think what it was like the balloon at the back and one car pops the other. There was also an entire monster section, like Monster Energy drinks. You can buy Monster Energy drinks. Go to the gym? You're right. You're right, the gym. I don't have the gym. I do have the gym. Do that shrine for SP boost.
I should write something.
So there I was the entire day. Woke up at 7 in the morning. Yeah, the new area. Yeah. I don't have the quick travel to the shrine, so I just gotta get there myself.
Hey,
There I was, woke up at 7 in the morning, walked all day in the summer heat, with a big cut on the side of my body, and a pretty heavy bag draped over my shoulder, so I was essentially limping the entire day. Not only because of the cut, but also because Jazz Club, that's a good point. It's a good idea. Also because I was walking around for like 4 hours, my feet and legs were starting to hurt. So near the end, I was essentially limping the entire day, or the entire rest of the day.
Welcome.
hey,
What do you play?
Which one? Tell me, darts or billiards? So I was essentially limping the entire day because I was so exhausted and in so much pain. I should also say, when I was on the public bus on the way there, all the bumps and the rocky road, all that bumping did not feel great for this cut on my side. This is neither the Jazz Club or the Shrine. You're right, what am I doing? I listened to a suggestion and I blindly ignored the suggestion. Where is the Jazz Club? Is that where the piano is? I don't really need SP boost since I have the adhesive 3 on me. Is this a Jazz Club? It is. Autopilot, that's right. Wonder what everyone's up to. Oh, invite one of the members here. If I pick not a bad idea, do I pick one? Or if I choose this, do I invite them all? Because clearly they wouldn't give you 2 options. You know, if it wasn't for those, well, those options. Pick one or pick everyone. I'll pick everyone. Hold the every. I'm kidding. But do I just go for one or do I go for all? Let me save. Oh, I can't save the game. I can't go back. Okay, I'm stuck here. I'll go for one person. It looks like for minors, they will serve non-alcoholic cocktails. Hold on, cock? Non-alcoholic? No problem.
I see.
Omni-Fizz. As long as it wasn't Omni-Man. You know, I made that joke on the subway to this event. I told my friends, as long as we don't run into an Omni-Man down here in the subway, we good. That flew over all of their heads. None of them understood what that meant. Going to the Jazz Club. A bunch of words I'm not going to read.
What do you want to do?
Oh, now I can cancel. Hold on, let me save the game.
I'll just add this.
They had a big screen as well with a bunch of chairs for you to sit on in the audience. The big screen was broadcasting the League of Legends World Championship something. Excuse me. I didn't really pay attention because I don't know anything about League of Legends. I tried to play the game one time and I did not understand any of it. You know what? Let's actually invite my in-game girlfriend.
Oh.
Hey,
You came here with a Ketchikun before. My name is Muhen. League is very complicated, I know, and that's why I don't know about it. I'm the manager of this jazz club. I'll welcome any friend of a Ketchikun's here. But just as the sign said outside, I can't serve alcoholic drinks. There's no drinks there. I can't serve alcohol to high schoolers. No problem. Hit me up with that club soda with a lime wedge, please. Also, don't play League, please, and thank you for your sanity. I tried one time. I did not understand the controls, so I did not play.
Thanks for
And I
coming
still
in.
have not played ever since. which is now. I have not played League of Legends truly one time in my life because I cannot understand how it plays.
Awesome!
What else happened? What else happened? So, the only thing I can think of right now. Wait, no,
Let's drink.
okay, so I got my mom one candle. This is near the end when we were about to leave. I still have not gotten my sister that plush doll duck yet. And, you know, I was determined. I was gonna get that duck. One way or another, I was gonna get that duck, goddammit. I told my sister, well, she texted me throughout the day, like, did you get it yet? I said, not yet. And she told me, it's okay if you can't. But I wasn't about to take that for an answer. I was gonna get my sister this goddamn duck. I was gonna get her this freaking duck plush if it was the last thing I was gonna do. So I was determined. And like I said, one friend didn't
was
come
fun, huh?
because he was afraid it was gonna rain. So near the end, near the time we were about to leave, like maybe a half hour before we were planning to leave, it did start to rain. And the game was outside. And god damn it, I was gonna get this duck. So I walked across the rain to get to that damn game and win my sister that duck.
All right.
Oh my god, that's a lot of increase by 1s.
All right.
And increase by 10 and 5.
Seriously?
Now, luckily, the friend I was with, who also does not go on rides, he had an umbrella, but it wasn't that big. So I can only like half my body was covered, which is better than nothing. But I did bring like a very thin, but somewhat waterproof hoodie with me. You know, just for the sole reason, just in case it rained. So me and him, we walked over to the game in the rain to get my sister this damn duck. Makoto it is. Well, she's already maxed out for the moment, so I really gotta go increase my confidence with everyone else. And I did. The game I played was a water gun game. You hit the target, and this little thing on top goes up, and if you reach the top first, you win. Now, I lost the first time, but the second time I won, but that's only because it was only me and my friend playing. And because it was only us two playing, one of us was bound to win and get that duck.
Is something the matter?
So let me think. I got something for myself, the amiibos. I got my mom the candle. I got my sister the duck. And, well, there was nothing really for me to get my dad until the end. Now, one of my two friends who did go on the rides, he is Christian. He's religious. He goes to church every Sunday. Now, inside the shopping area, there was this little unit set up. It was some sort of Christian group. They gave out free walking sticks. But with a catch. The only way they will give you a free walking stick is if you listen to one of the people working there preach about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now, you know, it was a free stick, so I may as well just listen to a guy ramble for a couple minutes and get myself a free stick. I thought, hey, maybe my dad can use it for, like, martial arts. I don't know. So I sacrificed my own free will and sanity to listen to a guy preach about God. Now, you guys know me. I once believed in God. I was once religious, but not to the point of going to church every week. I once believed in God, but for a long time now, I have renounced God. I'm not religious anymore. You know, I don't believe in him anymore. So this guy was preaching to me about God. He was saying like, I think, unfortunately, he
But
separated from his wife, and that means he also lost his kids as well. Like, he was lost, and then he said, you know, God led him to a happier place, which, you know, happy for him, good for him. But it's like, I just want my stick, man. And, you know, I didn't want to be rude, but if the option was there, I would have been. And what I mean by that is, if I could just zone out and not listen to him, I would have. But just in case, you know, just in case of his quote-unquote lecture, he asked me a question like, alright, let me ask you something about something I said. What did I say about this? And if I zoned out, I would have been like, oops, I wasn't listening. And he doesn't give me a free stick. So I had to pay attention to what he was saying, just in case of that. That didn't happen, but hey, you don't risk it, you know, just in case. So he was telling me stuff like, so the stick has a little piece of string on it with 5 different colored beads, and he was telling me what the 5 beads represent. I think the 5 colors were gold, black, red, green, and white. He was saying stuff like the gold represents, I think, God's plan. I think the red... Oh, okay, I got the red mixed up. Red, I mixed it up with sin. No, red is the blood of Jesus Christ. Black is sin. Green is growth, and white, I think, is purity. Why do I remember this stuff? I don't know. Because I actually had to listen to him. So he was also asking me and my religious friend stuff about, well, first he asked what we think the colors represent, and he caught on pretty quickly that, 1, I was not religious, and 2, my friend was. And then my friend revealed, like, yes, I know all this stuff. I've given the same speech before. Because he's religious, he goes to church. So, you know, it's like, thanks a lot, man. Now he's gonna point all the questions towards me, because he knows you know all the answer. I didn't say that out loud, but I was thinking it. He also said stuff like, if you want to go into heaven, if you want to get into heaven, you have to open your heart and accept Jesus Christ into your heart. And then he asked me and my friend. He asked us, if you were to die right now, do you believe you would get into heaven? My friend said, yeah. And I said, no way, not a chance. Because we've established very well here on this channel, we all know there's not a chance I'm going to heaven. Not a chance. Yep, there's no chance that I go to heaven. I am bound to hell if hell exists, which I do not believe in. I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe in heaven. I believe there ain't shit after death. But if there is an afterlife, I am going straight to heaven. I will descend so fast. I will have no chance of ascending to heaven. So yeah, when he asked me, do you believe you will go to heaven when you die? Like, if you die on the spot right now?
Please
I
listen.
said, yep, not a chance. No way. No, I am not going to heaven. And then he tried to get me to, you know, pray and beg for forgiveness. Like, ask for God's forgiveness. And I'm just like, no, I'm fine. I'm not about to pray. Nope. So he continued to talk. He then hands me a piece of paper, like a little pamphlet, and he points to a quoted prayer on it. He hands it to me because now he knows I'm the non-religious guy. He hands it to me and points to it and says, "Could you please read this out loud?" I'm thinking, I want my free stick, so I guess I have to. So there I was, reading out loud a prayer, trying my damnedest not to mess this up, because we've also established very well how terrible I am at reading. And I'm not gonna lie, I did mess up a few words here and there. All of this was happening, while my two other friends were on the sideline, absolutely laughing their asses off. You know, they were laughing that, you know, why did I subject myself to listen to this guy preach to me about God and Jesus?
Thank you.
They were
very
laughing
much.
at me because, you know, I kept on looking back at them. I kept on looking around, like, also listening to the guy preach to me. Like, the two of them were laughing so hard that, you know, they could tell I had no interest except to get myself a free stick.
But
So because my friend who is actually religious, you know, he just would not shut up and stop talking and let this be over with. He asked, like, so tell me about your group. I never heard about this group before. So then the dude explains the group and I just have to stand next to him until I get my free stick. And then, you know, he hands over a paper that, like, if you would like, you can put down your name, email, contact, and you can volunteer with us. I'm just thinking to myself, not a chance.
All right.
I just want a free piece of crafted wood. Yeah, I'm not about to give you my email address. Not a chance. Thankfully, he didn't give me the paper, but my friend did, and he even wrote down all his info. And then, to finish it off, he was like, let us do a prayer together. And I'm just like, nope, I'm good. I'll just stand right here. So he asked us to close our eyes, if we like, and repeat after him. I did not close my eyes, and I did not repeat after him. I just stood there and stared.
see you later.
And after that, I finally got my free walking stick, which my entire intention was to give to my dad to maybe use as something for martial arts.
Well then.
Here's me. So there we were, me and my other friend. We were walking around this event with a giant wooden stick in our hands. And, you know, now was about the time we were going to leave. So we were about to get on the subway, holding two giant sticks. Here I am, completely afraid, but the police were gonna, you know, stop us and be like, you cannot bring a weapon onto the public transportation. That didn't happen. I got a wooden stick home safe and sound. But I would be lying if I said the thought didn't run across my mind. So it was about the time we left the event. We were about to take the subway back home. And yeah, everyone stared at us like we were insane because we were carrying two wooden sticks around with us. Me also carrying a big round yellow duck plush. And a bag with a candle, and another bag full of food. Yeah, I looked pretty ridiculous with all the stuff I was carrying. So, blah blah blah, we went on the subway, we transferred subways, we took the bus back to the McDonald's that we left, and then we got picked up. Now, as I was saying about the dirty public transportation, you know, the bus we took to get back to the McDonald's.
I have to agree with Makoto. Who knows how this might turn out?
You know, there were no more seats left, so I had to stand up and hold the railings, which in my mind, who knows how many germs are on this. So the moment we went to McDonald's, I immediately went into the bathroom to wash my hands, to scrub my hands. God damn, I keep blowing off EY. Pause. So I can go with Hifumi, or Yoshida, or Mishima. Yoshida Mishima. Who needs it the most? Mishima 5, 6, 7. And he's 4. You know what? 4's not bad. I want that harem outcome. I'm going with Hifumi.
Good evening.
So, at McDonald's, my dad came to pick me up. And I was talking to my friend, too, like, I was joking, like, the workers are probably gonna think, just when we've seen it all, here comes these two guys coming in at, like, 9:30, 10 p.m. with
Thank you
two
very
wooden
much.
sticks, just walking into McDonald's, just when we thought we've seen it all.
Actually,
And this is, you know, public McDonald's. Me and my friend holding two big-ass sticks walking in there. I did buy an ice cream, though, because, you know, I saw someone get an ice cream, and I was like, I have money. I'm in the mood for ice cream, so I bought myself a... I didn't get a cone. I got a cup. An ice cream cup. Which, by the way, the spoons are wooden now. And the papers... And the straws are paper now. So that's nice. Now, there's obviously a lot of detail I left out, because, you know, I can't exactly just tell the entire story. This is basically the most important parts, the cliff notes. So that's where I've been the past couple days when I wasn't playing this game. I was either working out and getting sliced open by my workout equipment, or I was going out to places. And then when I did do that Kirby stream a couple days ago, that had to end short because I had to go take a dump because of an unexpected stomach ache. Which, hey, I'm human. Whenever that stuff happens, when I gotta go, I gotta go. You know, there's no way I could have accounted for a sudden stomach ache when I was doing one of these. And by the time I was, you know, done, it was already way too late to continue. Because I was thinking, too, if I can come back soon enough, I could just stream again. But nope, took my time. Or rather, took longer than expected. If you catch my drift. I didn't even finish my thought regarding the trip there. So like I said, there was a bunch of random ass food. I got the mac and cheese pizza, which was disappointing for $24. Like I said, there was also mac and cheese lemonade, which I tried my damnedest to try, but I couldn't find it. If I was gonna get diarrhea from macaroni and cheese lemonade, I would have accepted it. I would have taken that diarrhea with pride because I knew I got to try something that is a whole unholy concoction that was never meant to be put together. I'm not saying I kind of want to try making it on my own, just make some mac and cheese at home and just blend it with some lemonade, but maybe I will. I also could not find the ketchup and mustard flavored ice cream. But I did want to try it, though. I really wanted to try it. Even though it's exactly what I would think of. You know, just the flavor of ketchup and mustard. Probably with the consistency of soft-served ice cream. Yep, do what you love, and you will love me soon enough. Stop. So yeah, that's where I've been the last couple days. Either getting cut open by my workout equipment or going out to street fairs. You know, because of how freaking hot it was the entire day, I rolled up my sleeves. You know, did it look ridiculous? Yes. But hey, it was hot as hell, and I may as well try to get a tan on my arms, because, you know, I'm a gamer. I don't go outside. I stay inside my room all day playing video games and being lazy. That was literally the most sunlight I've gotten all year. So I tried to get a tan. I don't think I got any darker. Well, maybe I did. It's hard to tell when, you know, you're looking at yourself. So I was let me talk about the day before I went to this event. And specifically what happened at night. Well, actually like the two nights before.
Until next time.
Cuz initially I was planning to wear my white shirt cuz you know, you don't want to wear dark clothing in the sunlight because dark things absorb heat more. So I wanted to wear, you know, light coloring, but my white shirt was still dirty. So, and actually, I was running out of clean clothes, so I had to do the laundry. So, 2 nights before I went to this event, I almost did the laundry. But, when I went in to do the laundry, there was a big-ass centipede on the floor. I tried to use my bug jar to get it, but it crawled underneath the washing machine. Pfft, confess your sins, my child. So when that centipede crawled underneath the washing machine, I was just like, fuck! Because I couldn't get it anymore. Now there was a loose centipede somewhere in that room, which was out of reach from me. So I'm just like, you know what? God damn it! I'll do my laundry tomorrow night. I'm not about to deal with a centipede I can't get to. So that's what I did. The next night, which was the day before going to this event, I did the laundry. I just threw in, well, because I only had like 2 white pieces of clothing, the white shirt and like a white underwear, tidy whities. So I just threw all my dark clothing in. And that's essentially the story. The whole story was... The whole point of the story was so I can tell you there was a centipede that crawled underneath my washing machine. And this was just before I did that Kirby stream where I had to stop to go take a poo. Oh yeah, something else I did since the last time I played this. Well, actually, there's probably going to be a lot of voice acting now, so I should see where the game goes first. I know for certain when I did this one, too. I did this on September 1st, so 3 days ago from me playing this. Medjet's here, lol. What cheap-ass justice, lol.
Isn't today our deadline for dealing with Medjed?
Why, yes.
Futaba's still asleep too. This won't be good.
Hey,
How's Futaba?
same as always. Today's the day Wakaba passed. I do this every year.
August
Here.
21st?
I've got a cup for you too.
That's the day before my birthday.
Futaba reminds me so much of her mother. She's a smart girl. Doesn't just go with the flow either. Wakaba, your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly? That reminds me. You saw me talking to that prosecutor. I mean, that woman in the suit, right?
Yeah, she was
Remember,
hot.
You were real bothered by it. She might come back, so I guess I should tell you about it.
I
That
hope she
woman
comes
was trying
back.
to get information on Wakaba's research.
I'm gonna
on me.
stop now.
That's what we heard in the palace.
You don't need to know what the research was about. Just know there was some trouble around it. Obviously, Wakaba got dragged into that as well. Now, they ruled her death as suicide. But I've got my doubts.
Doubts. Could she have been killed?
Supposedly, there were people who wanted to take her research and use it for their own benefit. Don't get me wrong, though. I don't have a lick of evidence. That's why I haven't told Futaba any of this. I don't want to cause her any more trouble.
It sounded like she had suspicions of her own based on what she said in the palace.
Still, there's one thing I regret. It was right before Wakaba died. She told me, I think I might die. I brushed it off, thinking it was just a joke. But if I had just taken her seriously... That's another reason I took Futaba in. Redemption. She went through such horrible things. Those heartless adults just yelled at the poor girl. Hey, how do you heal emotional scars?
We all have emotional scars. I have them. So I'm thinking, what would I answer here? There's really no way to heal emotional scars. But that's not really an option here. It's between these ones. They certainly don't heal on their own, at least not in my experience.
Of course. Sorry. Futaba?
It's cold.
Huh?
You can't sell this.
Never mind that, but how did you get here?
I walked.
You're okay?
Was that bad?
That's not it. I'm just shocked to see you out of the house.
I'm sorry I worried you.
It's all right.
By the way, what's the date today?
It's the 21st.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
You know, the cleanse? We waited for you. We waited weeks for you. We waited for you. Medjed?
Oh, that's it. Let's take care of it now. Come.
I love how she's just about to just hit Alt-Delete, and that solves it. So I got maybe one or two more things to talk about, and then I've kind of ran out of topics. That's basically it for what's been going on the past couple days. But because we're into the next section of the game, there's going to be more voice acting now. So I have to pick and choose what's a good time for me to say
My
it.
turn to help out. Medjed. Now how do we cook them?
It's up to you. Don't go overboard. Eliminate them. Let's give my character some personality. Eliminate them.
Violent much?
Hey, Futaba. We don't have much time left. Are you sure you could do this?
The kitty talked? Is this a dream? I'm going back to sleep.
It is not a dream! Get up! Say something!
I'll explain later.
Right.
Now hurry it up!
I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get cracking.
You're just tapping away over there. Are you sure this will work? Hey, Futaba! I don't think she can hear me. Talk about intense concentration. This place is so messy. I'm surprised she can focus at all. Futaba, you should really clean your room a bit. She's not listening. Oh well. Just waiting around is boring. Let's clean the place up.
That's a lot of trash bags, too.
Whew. It looks a little better now, don't you think? Well, Futaba, we're done on our end. Are you finished yet?
That would be a no.
She can't hear a word I'm saying. Guess we'll just have to keep waiting. I'm done! What's up? Something happened?
It's finished.
It's now evening.
Finished? What is?
It's so clean. Why?
We cleaned it. Anyway, is it true? Did you really take care of Medjed?
I handled them, and someone else handled my room. I don't understand, but this is good.
Futaba?
Splat.
Hey, Futaba, what's wrong? She's sleeping.
Damn, I
Well,
wish
it
I can
looks
fall
like it's been
asleep
taken
on
care
the
of.
dot like that.
I guess we should get home and sleep too.
Let me tell you, when I went to this event, I mentioned I woke up at 7 in the morning. I walked in the heat all day. I got back at maybe 9 p.m. No, wait. No, I think I got back home around like 9:30 to 10 p.m. So I was exhausted all day. At that point, I was up for 14, 15 hours. I don't usually wake up at 7 in the morning. So, when I got home, I immediately took a shower, and then I ate dinner, and then I immediately just plopped onto bed. I was hoping that because I was awake at that point for like 16 hours, I got into bed at like 11 p.m., which is super early for me. I usually sleep at like 2, 3 a.m. So I went into bed at 11, hoping that because I didn't get enough sleep, I woke up so early, and I was exhausted throughout the whole day. I was hoping I would be able to fall asleep easily and, you know, get as much rest as I need, because I need to work the next day. Well, guess what? I wasn't able to fall asleep. I was tossing and turning all night.
We should be in the clear now, right?
Woke up at 7 in the morning. Been up for like 16 hours. And been walking all day. And I still couldn't fall asleep. It's like I am literally unable to go to bed early. You know, I tried to go to bed early once, and I can't fall asleep. I just toss and turn all night. Alright, so what did I do 3 days ago on September 1st? Well, that day, I went back to the theater to watch the re-release of Spider-Man No Way Home. The More Fun Stuff edition. With the 11 new minutes of footage in all its glory on the big screen. You may be wondering, but the poster and all the advertising said September 2nd. How did you go on September 1st? I don't know why, but the theater that I go to, it only had it for September 1st. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. So that day, I went back to the theater to watch the film re-release with 11 new minutes.
You want to do it?
Listen, you just had to be there opening night.
Yes!
When that movie came out, I was there the day it came out. You just had to have been there. The way the theater cheered is just something else. Now the reason, like, I had tickets when the film first came out. I had tickets to go watch it like a week later. My voice cracked. But the day of, I already got Andrew Garfield and Matt Murdock spoiled. So I real quick looked up, like, are there any seats for me to go today, right now? Well, not right now, but the day it came out. Is there any more seats to go today? And the theater had like 3 more seats open, and one of them was decent, so I went that exact day. The day the film came out. You just can't beat the theater experience, especially with a film like this.
Alright.
Now, because this film was a re-release, the tickets weren't full price. I paid like, the ticket was like $8,
Alright.
plus tax, it was like $11 total. Plus, I think like the one buck and a half,
Well then.
like online fee, like purchasing a ticket online. It's like, you know what, $11 for a ticket for a film I've already seen? That's not that bad. So the screening I chose was 7 p.m. I got off work around 6, so I got to the theater. I kid you not, I was the first one in the theater. The entire room, I was the first one there. And I was the only one there for like maybe 15 minutes. And hey, it was worth it. Watching this film again, worth it. Hey look, August 22nd, in-game. That's my actual birthday.
So you're finally up, huh? Don't slack off just because you're on summer vacation.
Yo, you look tired.
We've made ourselves at home.
Late last night, it was discovered that someone has tampered with the hacker group Medjid's website.
Okay, I real quick just looked this up. I believe the original Persona 5 came out in 2016. So I real quickly went and checked. August 22nd, 2016. Is that a Monday? Yes, it is. Because in-game it says Monday, it says August 22nd, Monday. So I real quick checked. Is that 2016? It is.
The site's main page now displays what is thought to be the mark belonging to the Phantom Thieves. More so, the personal information of a Japanese man, a possible Medjid member, was illegally publicized.
Aren't these the guys people have been up in arms about?
Medjid has yet to issue an official reply. Furthermore, their previously announced cleanse of Japan has remained unimplemented for now. Some speculate that they have taken this series of events seriously and ultimately canceled their plan.
A series of unfortunate events?
Yeah.
Yes!
What are you all smirking about?
Something great just happened.
Well, stop it. You're gonna drive away all my customers.
After the commercial break, we will be asking guests from various fields about this turn of events.
But there ain't any customers.
Can it? My customers are on summer vacation too.
Oh crap, I just realized our break's almost over.
There are still 10 days left.
I want to go somewhere.
10 days
but
will
we
pass
can't
by
just
in a
leave
blink.
Futaba-chan alone.
Some things still concern me too. Like that research.
Oh, did you just get up?
Good morning.
It seems she's cautious of us.
Hey, why don't we go upstairs? If any customers come, she'll be even more afraid.
Why don't you go with them, Futaba? Have fun. It's about time my regulars show up anyway. So I don't want you guys loitering around my store.
The fact that there were no damages due to the hacker's actions is but an afterthought.
Oh,
The
it's
issue
him.
I want to make clear is the
I wasn't
attitude
paying
of the
attention, so I
police,
look up and I
and
see
more
his bald
importantly,
head.
The government.
What do you mean?
Are they doing their best to find an effective countermeasure against these phantom thieves? Is it not the government's duty to create a society where its citizens can live without worry? Unfortunately,
Create
the
a we
current
live in a
cabinet is
society?
powerless. As such, they should be disbanded. I believe now is the time for me to risk my political career in hope of making a new reality. A new political system that goes beyond parties or factions. An ideal country of peace and order.
I smell Cap.
This politician seems quite promising.
No, he's not.
I have to agree.
You should
I
not.
hope he can work to ease the anxieties of the elderly.
He will not.
What do you think, boss?
He's terrible.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
Good for you. I'm gonna end this soon before the next section. You know, because we still have the Futaba celebration party. And all the preparation for that, too.
So the Phantom Thieves only stole the heart of Futaba Sakura?
Correct.
And Medjed was in turn defeated by her real-world hacking abilities?
Yes.
This does correlate to the facts as we know them. If he's telling the truth, then Wakaba Ishiki didn't commit suicide. Did a third party target her life with the goal of destroying her research?
Yes.
Wakaba's death was 2 years ago. That also coincides with when the incident started occurring. Does this other metaverse user that Madarame and Kaneshiro mentioned really exist?
Yes.
Earlier, I briefly mentioned about those psychotic breakdown incidents that have alarmed the public. All of a sudden, people will lose consciousness or become violent. A situation as incomprehensible as that can't be explained away as troubled social conditions. I suspect that these cases are all connected to a larger man-made plot. The method involved
Correct.
always muddled the explication, but your story has virtually confirmed its viability. Although I wouldn't have expected a new criminal to come to light from your testimony. What did your group think of this other metaverse user?
Unimportant. Not so different from us, the true criminal.
How self-centered of you. The
I mean, you
Thieves
asked.
tamper with people's hearts without asking consent. How is that different?
Oh, various reasons. Allow me to explain.
Well, no matter how you thought of them, there can be no doubting your resolve. Are those incidents because of you or someone else? Either way, I will get to the bottom of this.
And how exactly did my bond go? Whatever.
All right.
Now, let's move on to your next crime. Kunikazu Okumura. You
Yay,
should know who he is,
my
considering
favorite.
what happened.
Yeah,
Your
my
testimony
favorite
regarding
because
this
of what
incident
happened
will be
last time.
serious. I'm sure you understand why. Answer my next question carefully. What did you do to this Okumura?
To this Okumura. She didn't ask what did you do to Okumura, she asked what did you do to this Okumura.
To think, the cognitive version of a person would transform into such a horrible monster and attack us.
I'll tell you what though, what I'm about to do to the other Okumura, I'm about to, you know, romance her up. I'm kidding, stop, continue.
That means our enemies aren't limited to shadows.
Best boss Okumura.
I thought the other people were just victims. Like the slaves at the castle or the walking ATMs.
Even though they seem to be alive, they're only part of the backdrop. The environment. In other words, the palace ruler determines the form and strength of their cognitions. I would have loved to ask Futaba's mother how far along she was with her research.
Research, huh? She was looking into that cognitive science stuff, yeah?
Look at how stiff
If we
and
put together
still
all the
Futaba is.
information we've gathered up to this point, abuse of cognitive science can lead to death, and it may even relate to the psychotic breakdown incidents.
To the
Considering
psychotic
cognitive
breakdowns.
aspect, I sense a strong connection between it and the metaverse. On top of that, the research might have been stolen and used by someone else.
You mean those guys that showed Futaba-chan the fake suicide note?
If that is the case, those people are unforgivable.
Hey, Futaba, is there anything else you can remember? She is quite difficult.
For now.
That smell.
Come on, no fair.
That smell. Oh, that aroma.
Meanie.
Why don't we take a short break? I've been thinking, even if Futaba is a genius, could she really crush an international hacker organization that easily? The one who taunted the Phantom Thieves was a guy in Japan. I knew the Medjed members in Japan weren't anything special, so I wasn't worried.
How do you know that?
Because I'm the founder.
How many girls have I had on my bed at this point?
What do you mean? Should we take that literally?
Yep, it was only me at first, back when I was referred to as the Hacker of Justice. But since I stayed anonymous, a bunch of guys from all over the world started using the name.
At least she's
And
opening
those
up
were the
now.
ones committing cyber crimes. It was a hassle to expose all of them, so I just left them be.
So Futaba was the true Medjed, and we were freaking out over some weak-ass dipshits?
Plot twist.
You should have told us from the start, Futaba.
I discarded the Medjed name a while ago. I'm Alibaba now.
Futaba, what do you want to do now? Since you know our secret, we'd like you to join our team.
Okay.
Just like that? This may even ensure our investigation of mementos goes along smoothly. Well,
She doesn't even question,
guess.
what's mementos?
Well, Futaba's real amazing. She's gonna be a big help for us, huh?
Say, Futaba, how did you find out about us?
Secret.
Where did you learn to hack?
Private.
When did you obtain the nav?
I refuse to answer.
Futaba-chan sure is unique.
Bribe her with food.
Still, it'll be a problem if she doesn't open up to us some more.
At the very least, we need to be able to communicate normally with her.
What should we do?
She's okay as is. Let's get to know her.
How?
First, we'll need to help her open up to us. If we each spend an entire day with her, maybe she'll get more used to being around us.
Look at the
I see.
dread.
We do have the time thanks
Look-
to summer vacation.
Look at the dread in her
We can begin
eyes.
tomorrow.
Let's go to the beach. There'll be tons of people there.
Look at her freaking
Plus, we got
face.
totally dried out in that desert.
She's like, I didn't
Great
agree to
idea.
this. Hold on.
I forgot I hadn't gone to the beach yet.
I didn't agree to none of this.
Excuse me.
I'll come by tomorrow. See you then.
Let me help as well. I don't have anything planned.
Thanks. We can set a schedule with everyone else depending on when they're free.
Okay.
You know, I never even paid attention. Every other time I've
really
played
do
this game,
this?
I never even paid attention. This is on my birthday. It'll be a disaster. It'll be terrible. We're gonna ruin your perception on friendship.
Why me?
Stress is the enemy of beauty, you know.
How can I stay calm about this?
I understand how you feel.
Do you though?
Thanks to the incident with those hackers, people are calling us incompetent. And on top of all that, the Phantom Thieves are claiming justice is on their side. Don't make me laugh.
Medjed was dealt with by either the Phantom Thieves themselves or some avid supporter. There are no
Wasn't
traps
Mishima.
whatsoever, so they must be quite skilled. Either way, the general public recognizes the Phantom Thieves as the subjugating party.
They're gaining support and influence much faster than we could have anticipated.
It is indeed an abnormal situation. I'm beginning to suspect mass manipulation of some kind. It's even possible that a powerful person is behind them, plotting the psychotic breakdowns.
Oh, I'm sure you know
If
who.
only I had realized sooner.
Oh, you know, you damn know.
It's rare to hear you speak in that tone.
You good and hell well know you know who.
Justice. I won't forgive them.
I catch you lying ass. Alright, so let me talk about one more thing. So, how do I say this? At least for me, right now, this is recent news. It's gonna be way outdated when you guys hear about this. Recently in the Pokemon anime, something was revealed. It's honestly not as big of a deal as I'm making it out to be, but you know, my adult mind just thinks about the implications. I'm sure some of my friends know because I told them all about this. So in the Pokemon anime, some lucky dude out there got to smash Cynthia and not. It's been revealed in the anime that Champion Cynthia is retiring because she's pregnant. So, I saw this tweet a while ago when Legends Arceus came out. Was her name Arizu? Like, someone tweeted she, at some point, canonically has sex. And then it's like, isn't that the case for every character almost? Like, every character in Legends Arceus, basically every character's parents, all our protagonists' parents in game.
Hey, is this really going to be okay? I'm worried about how things will be from now on.
Training Futaba is going to be a lot of work, more than stealing someone's heart. I'm gonna steal her heart soon enough. Again. You know what? Since I got time, I'll explain. I'll talk about one last thing. I was gonna save this for next time, but I'll say it now anyways. So remember last time when I said I was challenged by my sister's boyfriend? That, you know, this guy doesn't watch many shows, yet he's ahead of me? Well, guess what this sister fucker did? He started another show that I told him about. A show I plan to watch soon. And as of this moment, he not only did he start and is ahead of me.
Why is he, of all people, getting excited about this? Well, the news really did draw a lot of attention. I can't wait to see what happens. Nice.
The last update I got, he told me he was about done Season 1. And that show is Better Call Saul. God damn it, that's a show I want to watch, and he's ahead of me? What is this, blasphemy? God damn it, I need to stop telling this guy all the shows I plan to watch, because he's just gonna watch ahead of me. And that is unacceptable. So next time we will hang with Sojiro. I want to watch Better Call Saul, but you know how many shows I got to watch? How many animes I have yet to start, but haven't started yet? Talk about some he's already done Season 1. He said the show's good too. That's what I hear from all the people, everyone who says they've seen the show and says it's good. God damn it. So, I'm about to end this. I think just over 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Just over 2 hours is good enough. Next time we're going to continue with the, well, I guess the aftermath of this whole Futaba Medjed part of the story. We're gonna save the game on my actual birthday, August 22nd. Alright, goodbye everyone. I've saved like a dozen times now. Goodbye.